We all at one point in our childhood, and maybe even as adults, believed cow's milk was good for the body because it makes strong bones because of calcium. That calcium was so important. This perpetuated lie that has been shoved down the throats of parents and people for decades is only one factor that has led to this horrific acceptance of cruelty and misguided nutritional information. All this stems from corporate bias to make more money by selling a product that was demanded by misinformed customers to begin with. So as you can see from the title of this video, and maybe from my demeanor, this video will take a very realistic approach towards showing you the reality of dairy and in particular milk from a nutritional and ethical stance. To begin with, milk is not a health beverage. You or your kid do not need milk to survive, nor does it promote health. To the contrary, it promotes sickness. Cow's milk is loaded with IGF-1, saturated fat, trace amounts of trans fat, cholesterol, animal protein, hormones, and a few other substances that are not healthy for the human body.
But milk has calcium, right?
Yeah, so does grass. What's your point? You want to eat some grass? I know. Let's slow it down. Please bear with me as I get into the science. As previously stated, cow's milk has IGF-1, which has been associated with increasing the risk for colon, pancreas, endometrium, breast, and prostate tumors. In other words, the shit probably causes cancer. Saturated fat and dietary cholesterol raises LDL cholesterol, which promotes atherosclerosis. Atherosclerosis is the main driver for some of the leading causes of death worldwide, such as heart disease and stroke. Animal proteins are horrible for human kidneys. High amounts of animal protein consumption can induce a state of hyperfiltration. Hyperfiltration can eventually lead to end-stage kidney failure. Oh yeah. And that super potent bioavailable animal protein people like to talk about, well, that leaches amino acids from lean mass, your muscles. Animal protein is so acidic to the human body, it causes acid pH levels to rise in human blood and tissues. In order for the human body to balance its own pH levels, it must first rid itself of this excess acid that has been ingested and is now flowing through the bloodstream. To do so, the body will resort to its own tissue by breaking down lean mass, its own muscles, back into amino acids to clear the excess acid out of the bloodstream and tissues. So animal protein, if not consumed with alkalinizing foods, such as fruits and vegetables, are associated with lean mass loss. Science, bitch! Lastly, and probably the most worst substance of all. Ah yes, the estrogen. Nothing better than consuming a direct shot of feminizing and disease-inducing exogenous estrogenic liquid to make you feel stupendous. Do I really need to say much on this? We all know consuming hormones, specifically estrogen hormones that is derived from another mammal, is not good, right? This is so blatantly obvious that I'm not even going to get into it. If you want to read up on it, here's a study. Check it out if you want. Link will be in the description box down below. So I think it's pretty safe to say that if you're a new mother or father, to not feed your child cow's milk. Did you give birth to a baby calf? And if you did, how did that transaction occur? Please don't share details, as I'm not really interested in that, and I'm pretty sure it's illegal. But even if it did occur, how did you birth a baby calf? Well, you guys get the point. Your baby should not be drinking the milk of another mother from another mammal. The best source of milk that your baby can get, you probably know where it comes from.
Mama!
those fun bags that would be the main reason for world peace. We'll never see another war ever again if everyone just had a daily dosage of boobs. If not cow's milk, then what should people feed their children? These kids have to drink and eat something after all, right? And we'll get into that in a sec, but before we do, ask yourself this: if you still insist on feeding your child cow's milk, or if you still insist on consuming any type of dairy, are you okay with supporting this abomination? Look at this. This is a mother cow bellowing in pain because her baby has been ripped away from her. Mother cows literally chase farmers who steal their babies away from them. All this so that humans can enjoy a few moments of mouth pleasure from cheese, milk, yogurt, or cream, or whichever disgusting concoctions humans decide to create from the secretions of a raped and abused cow. All this so that we as humans can continue to eat and drink this mammalian secretion, which will end up getting us fat and sick. Is this okay with you? Are your taste buds more important than this abomination? If that doesn't bother you, then how about the science? Are you okay with feeding your child loads of mammalian hormones, or even feeding yourself those same hormones, specifically estrogenic hormones? How about the saturated fat? How about some trans fat? Dietary cholesterol? How about some good old IGF-1? Nothing like inflaming the arteries to cause and promote heart disease, brain disease, and even some cancer to make the body feel super good, right? And by no means am I saying you can't kill yourself, which, by the way, I really wish you wouldn't kill yourself. But if you so desire to do so, please don't do it by needlessly supporting this type of oppression. So what can you do? What if you want some milk or cheese? Well, you're in luck. There are plenty of affordable alternatives that don't require exploiting animals, such as soy milk, almond milk, cashew milk, hazelnut milk, walnut milk, flaxseed milk, hemp milk, rice milk, oat milk, and God knows how many other variations of different plant-based milks and plant-based cheeses. So have your pick and enjoy. All in all, just leave the cows and baby calves alone by not supporting this horrific industry. They don't deserve to be treated like slaves and then brutally murdered for a few moments of mouth pleasure, because we're better than this. And that's all I've got. I hope you enjoyed this video. All links and resources will be linked in the description box down below. Feel free to check it out at your leisure if you so desire. As always, you know I appreciate every single one of you, and if you liked the video or found it informative, please make sure to let me know in the comment sections down below. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button, and if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe so I can keep you updated on the weekly. I'm the Natural Hulk, so I want to thank you for watching, and please stay tuned for the next one.